Alright, so hi and welcome to the West Coast Sports Debacles NFL Week 1 picks.
I mean,
But no one knows pickers like we know pickers.
Like American pickers?
Football game pickers.
Oh,
We're
okay.
pros at this.
Oh yeah, we're pros. Because
Okay.
we wear jerseys.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
you know.
and I was a track runner. So yeah, that's exactly. So we're going to actually go ahead and start off with our first game of the week. It's Thursday Night Football.
Right.
And that is the Falcons and Eagles.
Yep. Just a little misnomer. I think that's how you say it. Is it misnomer?
Yeah, or disclaimer, anything like that.
We're filming this before the game starts.
Yes.
So if something
It
happens,
is exactly 4:25 right now on Thursday.
right.
And
So
it should be up by then. Though.
football eve.
Yes.
Right before. It's not really eve anymore. Yesterday was eve, but who are you picking in this game?
All right, so I have the Falcons winning this game, and I think it's due to the extreme amount of offensive power that they have and the lack thereof with the Eagles.
I agree with you. I'm picking Atlanta as well, just because of the fact that you got Carson Wentz out and you have Alshon Jeffrey out. This offense is a shell of what it was last season. I think Atlanta takes the W here.
The Dirty Birds rise again. All right, so on to the first game of Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bills and Ravens. That's
Right.
what I got here.
I am taking Baltimore heavily. Nathan Peterman starting for Buffalo. Last time I saw him play, he threw 5 interceptions. So on the road in Baltimore, Nathan Peterman. Exactly.
Yeah, all right, so anyways, I'm picking Baltimore as well. This is ridiculous to even pick Buffalo Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, well anyways, they're garbage.
Well, Baltimore is a 7.5 point favorite. So
Garbage.
Yeah.
All right, on to our next game. Steelers-Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got in this one?
I'm taking the Steelers, but I think the game will be closer than what people expect it to be. Go ahead.
I agree with you. I agree that it's going to be a close game, but I have the Browns coming out on top for a 1-0 start to the season.
Does this have anything to do with Le'Veon Bell?
It has everything to do with Le'Veon Bell.
Okay.
No running game against that defense. They should have at least 2 or 3 picks on Ben and put some pressure on him. And I could see Tyrod Taylor just being safe, keeping the ball out of the other team's hands, and winning by a small margin.
I'm not going to lie to you. I would not be surprised if Cleveland won this game. But I do think that Big Ben and Antonio Brown, it's hard to stop that connection.
Well, we'll see this time. This time.
Yeah, it is played in Cleveland, so they have a little bit going for them.
And that's kind of where I'm going with this, is that it's going to be a home game for the Browns. They've had such a horrible run. They need a break. This is the week. Bengals, Colts.
Colts for the win.
I disagree. I believe that AJ Green and the red-haired man,
The red-haired man.
Andy Dalton, will actually come up on top in this game.
You think the Red Rockets going to beat them?
Yeah, the only way the only way Andrew Luck can win this game, in all reality, is that if that defense that the Colts say are really good shows up, because I don't really see that Ty and Andrew Luck are enough to beat this team.
See, that's where I disagree. I think the connection between Ty and Andrew Luck is going to come out in full force this season. I've been on T.Y. Hilton's bandwagon since I heard that Andrew Luck is still in football again. So I wouldn't be surprised if this actually turns into a shootout, but I think the Colts will take the W.
Alright, Titans-Dolphins. This is the most curious game, I think, on the point spread.
Yeah. Tennessee is only favored to win by 1.5. They are playing on the road, but I don't even think Miami at home could beat Rubidoux High School.
No, and
So-
it's supposed to be raining there because of the hurricane, so we don't even know if this game is going to be played.
Is there
in
a
the first
hurricane going
place.
on?
Apparently, down in the south, there's in the Gulf, there's supposed to be a hurricane going on. So there is weather, inclemental weather going on there. So we'll see a heavy dose of the run game.
Thanks
and
a
I
lot,
think
Trump.
How do you blame him? All right, whatever. But Titans for the win.
Agreed.
All right, next game: 49ers Vikings.
I see. Since McKinnon got hurt, I am kind of heavily on Minnesota on this one. The defense at home, Kirk Cousins and that high-powered offense. If McKinnon played in this game, I think it'd be a lot closer. I just don't see San Francisco keeping up with this offense.
Agreed, but only due to the fact that not only is McKinnon out, but Foster will be out at the start of the season, so the defense will be crippled as well. I could see this Vikings offense actually putting up some serious points and doing a wonderful job against this 49ers team. Unfortunately, earlier on, I would have picked the other way if both of those players were there, though. Texans, Patriots.
Ooh, I want to hear your thoughts on this first.
I think that the Texans defense will prevail in this game. I don't think that Tom Brady has enough weapons to really go up against this defense, so unless the Patriots defense can stop Deshaun Watson, just like last year, Houston will make a big impact on the New England Patriots.
Right. I think that this is a game where if you're a fan of a lot of long touchdowns, a lot of points on the board, this is the game for you. Last year when they played, it was an absolute shootout between Brady and Watson, who I think Watson actually outplayed Brady in that game. As a Brady truther, it's hard for me to say that. I actually take Houston in this game. New England's running back core is
weak.
Yeah,
It's really
a lot of
weak.
injuries.
Buccaneers and Saints.
Buccaneers.
I'm going to go ahead and go with the Saints on this one due to the fact that the Bucs aren't even going to be starting Jameis Winston.
Right. I mean, it's not that they're not starting him; he's suspended.
But he's not starting.
Right.
That's basically what I said.
I just wanted to make sure we were clear on that.
Yeah, well, he's not going to be there. That's all that matters. He's not going to be there. That means that the Buccaneers' offense is crippled, and I would think that Alvin Kamara is probably going to have a huge game.
I agree there because of the suspension of Mark Ingram. Fitzpatrick's not a bad quarterback at all, but there's no way that they beat New Orleans, who was one fluke Stephon Diggs catch away from playing Philadelphia in the NFC Championship. So,
according to NFL.com, it's Breeze versus 2017's worst pass defense as well. So that's a bad sign for the Buccaneers going into this game. Jaguars, Giants.
Jaguars heavily.
I'm actually going to go the opposite way because it's in New York. So I'm taking the Giants with Saquon Barkley running all over this defense. Now, I say that because they'll spread them out and you'll see a lot more of those outside zone runs that Pat Shurmur actually likes to run. And that's exactly what will tear up a defense that is stout in the middle. You have to spread them out and then attack.
Right. I think the biggest thing in this game is just the matchup between Odell Beckham and Jalen Ramsey. I think that matchup right there could very well determine the outcome of this game.
That's very true. Chiefs and Chargers.
I am gonna go against the grain here and pick the Chiefs.
Wow, that's a upset pick right there.
Yeah, I mean the Chargers are favored by 3.5 to win, but I believe in this Kansas City offense under Pat Mahomes and everything, and San Diego's defense hasn't showed me a whole lot this year. If they prove me wrong, then so be it. But
I'm picking Chargers in this game. They're at home. Phillip Rivers loves to eat at those corners that are rookies or just inexperienced, and that's all KC has. So, Pat Mahomes, gimmick offense. You'll see a lot of points in this game. You won't see that in the future, though. That's why this game, I'm picking Chargers by a very close margin.
all right,
Redskins, Cardinals.
I'm going to take the Redskins in this game.
I'm going to agree with you. Alex Smith has too many... He's too good at protecting the ball. With this level of defense that's with him against a Cardinals offense that's really unproven so far and not really knowing what's going to happen, even with guys like Larry Fitzgerald on the team, it's still kind of worrisome
Yeah.
to say about their offense.
Well, you also have number 86, Jordan Reed playing.
That's true.
Everyone knows how much Alex Smith loves to throw to their tight end.
Very true.
And Peterson looks good as a replacement of Darius Geis going down.
That was actually one of the things I was going to point out too, is that Peterson looks good in the preseason coming into the regular season. Maybe the most healthy he's been in the last 2 years.
I agree.
That's good to see. Cowboys, Panthers.
Cowboys are arguably one of the worst offenses in the league. Carolina has one of the best defenses in the league. And you have Cam Newton with Christian McCaffrey. Carolina for the win.
I'm going with the same pick. Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
Now, that is a team that has no way of being stopped against that defense. I guess that the Dallas defense has improved from last year, but if the offense stumbles, which they will in this game against a very good Panthers defense, I could see that Panthers just folding over the Cowboys.
Right. And not to mention the fact that it's in Carolina as well.
A Super Bowl, can't remember which number, rematch between the Seahawks and Broncos.
This is a tough one, but I'm going to take Denver in this game.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I'm actually going with Seahawks in this one. I think that Russell Wilson will prevail. They'll get a little bit of a rushing attack out of their backfield. It'll be a mixed backfield, but they'll get enough yards to where I feel like the defense of Denver is really susceptible to the run, and without Talib being there, they are a little bit weaker in corner too. Harris is having to move out of the slot, which means that, I see Lockett lighten up this game too.
You can.
So, Seahawks for the win.
Well, and the thing about why I'm picking Denver is that we talked about it on the West Coast Sports Debacle this week, which was you got Richard Sherman leaving the team, Cam Chancellor had to retire, Earl Thomas still hasn't reported. They got Bobby Wagner, but this defensive backs core is just gone.
I agree with you. Yes, they're a little bit weaker on defense, but they're playing a weak offense with Denver. So it'll kind of balance itself out, I feel like, with the good offense of Seattle going up against a defense that's been crippled a little bit compared to years past. Yes, there's Von Miller there. Yes, there's Bradley Chubb adding into the mix. But how good is Bradley Chubb going to be? Is he Jadeveon Clowney in disguise? Who knows? Bears and Packers on Sunday Night Football.
I'm picking Aaron Rodgers at home for this one. It's hard to bet against him when he's in Lambeau. Not to mention the Chicago offense with this new look of trying to pass the ball more to Jordan Howard. I guess he's been catching 200 or 300 balls a day after every single practice, allegedly. So we'll see how that comes about. But Aaron Rodgers at home is hard to bet against.
If they're trying to make Jordan Howard into Le'Veon Bell, stop it. It's not going to work.
That's what it sounds like.
Khalil Mack is going to be kind of the difference maker in this game, and I think that it's actually going to cripple the Chicago defense a little bit in their level of skill and ability to adjust. With that being said, Aaron Rodgers. What else can you say?
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is going to torch this defense regardless of who's out there. He's beat Will Fuller before. He's beat all these guys before. It's nothing new.
Right.
Just another day in the park with Jimmy Graham.
And not to mention Devontae Adams as well.
Oh yeah, I forget about him because, it doesn't matter. Aaron Rodgers is there.
Yeah. I mean, he could have us at receiver and we would probably still win.
We'd still win. We'd still win. I'd juke the crap out of him.
We just triggered a ton of Chicago fans that have been watching this, right?
I already probably did with the Khalil Mack video. I already had one commenting about it. I'm sorry. I thought that trade was good. I still stand by my statement.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, so anyways, to wrap this video up, we will be visiting Hickory Ranch for Monday Night Football, and we'll be revealing our Monday Night Football picks before the game on Facebook live, and then we'll have an edited version that goes up for you basically right after we're done with the West Coast Sports Debacle. We're going to already have everything kind of pre-prepped up so that we just kind of slap it together and throw it up on YouTube. Then we're going to be going live on YouTube there at Hickory Ranch for the Jets and Lions game, and we'll commentate and be giving out prizes and things for those that show up. Also, if you subscribe, do so now if you're going to this event.
Yeah,
definitely. It
definitely.
is necessary because if you are a subscriber, you will be entered into other specific giveaways. So subscribe to the channel and make sure that you show up at 3:30 for when we start at Hickory Ranch. I've been Jeremiah.
I've been David.
West Coast Sports Debacle, out. This thing on still?
Is it?
Hey, camera guy, what the hell are you doing?
Come on, Anthony.
Fired. He's fired. Trump style.
Trump style.
Yeah, fired. You're fired. You're the weakest link. Goodbye.